Oh my god. Hello and welcome to another episode of Under the Plump Up Podcast, a podcast where we talk about everything that is related to AMX's series of games, The Sims. And today you have me, Julia, joined by the beautiful, slightly agitated Jessica. Hello.
Hello. I just got home from work. That explains the agitation.
Yes, after holiday also, it's like the worst time to live
Mhm.
and be a part of society.
Yes.
Mm-mm. But today we are going to talk about something close to my heart. If you've ever seen our showcases, landscaping and
Yes.
landscaping through like the ages, which is, I did a lot of research watching YouTube videos and I was like, damn, we got so much stuff that has evolved. And also, some things that we just got recently.
Yes.
So
Should we have had sooner? Maybe, but
maybe
whatever.
it's here now. Like, I'm not gonna be petty more
Yeah.
than I have to.
Yeah.
There's still some pettiness that's gonna happen,
Yep.
definitely.
Less salt this episode.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Still thinking about that 1-star review,
Yep.
Can't be too angry at Sims 4 for sucking, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
That review will live rent-free in our heads for a long time.
Oh my god. I hope they read it when I die. Like, I want Spirit in the Sky to play, and then I want that 1-star review. Like,
Yep.
Julia was a bitch. She bitched a lot. Here's proof. Landscaping. Do you landscape when you build? I know you're like a baby
Yes.
builder now.
I am a baby builder. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of building is landscaping. I love making, like, the whole yard area, just, like, more homey.
Yes, yes. You are also, in real life, a garden queen.
I am, yes.
Yes. Those green fingers sprouting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I live in a tiny, disgusting apartment on like the 4th floor, so I don't have anything I can
Aw.
plant. So I live vicariously through my Sims planting stuff. But how did we do back in 2000, you may ask? And let me tell you, Sims 1, the first original game, we did have the pawn tool. I'm just gonna, it was 2000 and we had the pawn tool. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
In the very beginning, we had it.
It might not have been as sophisticated as the pawn tool in Sims 4, which I really do appreciate, and I think it's like beautiful. The animation is just spectacular.
Gorgeous.
But it took 7 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, sure. And I was like, I didn't even remember if we had the pawn tool or not. But then when I saw the videos, I was like, oh my god, yes. And I remembered that me and my friend, we used to like only build houses that were like flooded. So there were just ponds all around it. And or we made like fake boats and we had like people working downstairs on the boat, very below deck.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you build houses back in 2000? Was that
I did not. I only have minimal playing experience with Sims 1, and it was mainly just gameplay.
Oh my god.
Yep. Sims 2, I did light landscaping. Like, it's just, oh hey, here's a telescope I got. It's going out in the yard.
Wow.
Yeah.
True.
Sims 3 is really where I took my landscaping to the next level.
Nice. It's also like the best. It was like the best for building. Now Sims 4 is like right up there. It's very nice. Yeah, we also had terrain tools raw in Sims 1, which we also, I just remembered that we didn't have that raw in Sims 4.
Yeah.
So just a little bit salt on that open wound that is the unfinished game we have been playing for 7 years.
Yes.
I don't remember using the terrain tool a lot in Sims 1 though, because I was a child. But they did, like, when the expansion packs came, the more things you could like do with the terrain. So if you had like free terrains, you could like watch and stargaze. And then if you had like vacation or holiday, you could build snowmen or sandcastles on terrains. And like if you had a specific vacation island place that you went to, you could do that. Oh, and you could also do like rent a metal detector and roam around on
Cool.
specific terrains. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't use, terrain tool a lot myself,
Mm-hmm.
terraforming. Oh, and it was also terraforming cost a small amount of money to complete, depending on the extent of the changes done to the terrain. But I mean, who plays Sims 1 right now?
Yeah.
At
Do you
least
find
play
me somebody
Sims
that
2.
does? Yeah.
We're gonna get a really like angry message. How dare you?
I'm
Some
still playing
hipster.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you when you had hot data installed, you could introduce they introduced something called a grass tool that allows players to add or remove grass manually.
Ooh,
It's like
nice.
so we had some terrain paint happening there.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Mm-hmm.
date, the best pack after a house party,
Yeah.
obviously. Okay, do you know what happened in The Sims 2, my dear?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. In The Sims 2.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
what's that?
cats,
Yep. Yep.
ghosts. What
Yep.
happened?
Knocked over a bin of binder clips that I had on my desk.
Oh no!
She ran.
Ah, I will not be caught
Nope.
red-handed. If I ran
It's,
fast enough, she's not gonna see it was
yep.
me.
I think it scared her more than anything. Anyway, Sims 2. Editing the terrain no longer killed the grass, and you could put floor tiles on slope terrain. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
While The Sims was limited to basic hills, slopes, and valleys, 2 allowed for much more extreme slopes and stuff to be made.
Mm.
You could level, smooth the terrain, you could raise it, lower it, all that fun stuff. It also introduced like the flattened lot, where you could just level the entire lot,
Oh yeah.
like you can in 4 now.
Hmm. Now.
And yeah, you can make it had a pawn tool as well.
Oh, look at that.
Look at
Look at
that.
that.
Sims 2
Mm-mm-mm.
had a pawn tool.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Sims 2 also introduced terrain paints, so you could customize what everything looked like. By default, the lots looked like whatever neighborhood it was in. For
Oh yeah.
example, if you were in like uh,
Strange Will? Strange Town.
Strange
Sorry.
Town, so close to Strangerville.
Right? And also I played it in Swedish, so I don't have it top of mind in English.
Yeah. So if you were in Strange Town, you would have desert paint by default, but you could like paint grass in there.
Didn't like one lot have that in the neighborhood? It just looked
I
so weird, out of
think
place.
so.
Like
Yeah.
super green. Everything
Mm-hmm.
else is just dusty.
Dead.
Yay!
Yeah.
Much like 2020,
Yep.
2021.
uh,
uh, uh, uh.
I like this part. It's like Sims can watch clouds during the day and stargaze at night.
Very terrain.
Yeah. It can only be done on empty terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And weeds can grow from puddles if they're left there, and certain insects may spawn.
Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah,
We just got that. Or I mean, we had some
we had
without
some.
outdoor living, outdoor retreat.
Yeah, we
Oh,
had
we had
like
like fireflies and stuff.
yeah. But
Oh
now
yeah,
we got all sorts of stuff now.
yeah. Apparently, it also costs money because on The Sims 3, the terrain paints and stuff are free.
Oh yeah.
And they had like I got most of this from like the Sims Wiki and Sims fandom, and they had very little information on Sims 3. I'm like, okay, okay, I see you. You don't like Sims 3, but it's the best game.
Yep.
So and you can also like in Sims 2 you could like create houses on slopes, which I used a lot.
Hmm.
And that was something that you could also do like very easily in Sims 3. And of course it had the terrain paint thing, but they had some special like interactions. The collecting system in Sims 3 comes with like collectible spawners, and if you were
Yeah.
a builder and you use the buy debug cheat, you could like put out these so they spawned on your lot
Oh,
and
nice.
the lots you were building. So
That was part of my favorite thing in Sims 3 is just sending my sim across town looking for the collectibles.
Right? I love that. Oh, so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing all the stuff.
Yep.
And like before, you had to have special planters. So you could grow like plants, harvestable plants and stuff. But now
Mm-hmm.
you could just like throw the plants on the
Pop them
terrain.
down.
Yeah, and you can use some of that free terrain paint to make it look like it's,
Yeah.
dirt.
That's kind of what got me started in landscaping to begin with. It was like painting it to make it look like a garden plot and
Yes.
planting all my little veggies and fruits behind the house. Yeah.
Oh, that's also the best thing with Sims 3 by the bug, where you could just like get every plant and they
Yes.
would look like
Mm-hmm.
so good. Now you have to like grow them up. Anyway,
Yep.
use cheats, guys. Shift click.
Cheats. Cheats. Cheats.
Yes. And if you have the Sims 3 ambitions installed, you could build a miner, like a miner thing with the inventing skill. I had no idea. I haven't had ambitions on my computer for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I miss being a
Uh,
fireman.
I very seldom use the inventing skill, so I never built it up that
Hmm.
able to build the miner, whatever that thing is.
Same. I have no idea. Maybe you get like gold. I don't know. You get more
Maybe.
collectibles, I would
I
assume.
think gems or something, because I know those
Oh,
were collectibles in there
probably.
too.
Probably. Yeah. For you witches. Okay,
Ooh.
anyway. So in Sims 3, obviously, when seasons came, they expanded on the use of terrain. So you could now have many different activities, and which was also upgraded from The Sims 2, like raking leaves. So much fun.
Mhm.
Making snowmen, constructing eagles, and stuff like that, which can also only be done on empty terrain. We know.
Yeah. I love the leaf piles and the igloos because they're also places that you can woohoo.
Oh my god, you're so dirty.
Yeah, I know. That was one thing. It's like I need to know everywhere I can woohoo in this game.
Can you do it over here? Can you do it over here?
Yep.
I love that you could do it like in Sims 3 in the kids' tree houses. I was like,
Yes.
yeah, parents, get it on up there.
And then sometimes you get a splinter moodlet.
Yes. Oh my god, I miss Sims 3.
Mhm. So good.
So good. And when Island Paradise came, Sims can now build sandcastles and play with sand in areas that are painted with sand color. So you don't even have to be there in the ocean. You could just like, oh, I just live in a sad desert town, and I can. I don't remember what it was called in Sims 3, the desert city.
The desert.
Something sad.
Yeah. Something sand.
It sucked anyway. That's why I
Yeah.
don't remember it.
Yeah, it was like a Las Vegas ish town.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
Nope, me neither. And if Sims 3 had less information than Sims 2, Sims 4 has no information.
Mhm.
Terraforming did not come initially with Sims 4, we know. But it
We
was
know. We know.
reintroduced with patch 73. So it took 73 patches for them to. And I still
73.
remember watching the Maxis monthly, and I was, oh my god, we haven't had this tool. I had completely forgotten it was like a thing.
I know they had to spend the first 72 patches putting in things like toddlers and
Pools.
pools. Yeah.
Oh my god, shit game. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, now it's good. Now I'm like happy. I'm content. I'm not wanting for anything in this game. Everything now is just like a bonus.
Mhm. But yeah, like seeing stuff like this is like really dug in, like, because I refused to get Sims 4 for the longest time. I think a year into us making this podcast, so like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember you only playing Sims 3 in the
Yeah.
like when we started the
Yep.
podcast.
I'm like, I am just a Sims 3 player.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly but surely things got better. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot now.
Yes. And now you're like spending all your money.
Yep.
Getting that target information for our
Yep.
next expansion pack, just using your connections at EA.
Yep. Answering phone calls on the sly.
Yes, girl.
You can't see me all the time, but I'm sitting here texting the whole time we're
I'm
recording.
like, okay, we're talking about this right now, so if you can just guru Guru Daddy,
Yep.
please. Guru Daddy.
Ninja, ninja.
Yes. We know, like, you don't have to explain yourself
Mm-hmm,
anymore.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The veil has been lifted.
Hmm. Obviously, since you talked about the Sims Hot Sim Summer in the on the showcase this Sunday.
Yes.
And then we got like an update a couple of days ago, which
Yeah.
is last week for you guys listening to this now. But they were like, "Oh, Hot Sim Summer isn't over." I'm like, "What?"
We just said, oh yeah, it's over now.
We
Nope.
can't say anything.
Nope. They prove us
Mm-mm,
wrong every time.
because they are listening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We see you, Daddy.
Yep. We
Oh
know
my
you
god.
listen.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about amazing stuff. Okay, we left Sims 4 there. Just okay.
Yep.
You didn't
Whatever.
have it from the beginning. You don't deserve that much attention.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry.
let's talk about
Not
P
sorry.
to the O to the N to the D to the S. I'm said P to the
Puns.
O to
Puns.
the N to the D
Puns.
to the
Puns.
S.
Puns. Puns.
The most beautiful tool. Okay, so you could fish in ponds from Sims 1 to Sims 4. In
Mm-hmm.
Sims 4, from the beginning, we only had like the place out fishing.
Yeah. If you had
Yeah,
the little sign.
now you can do it yourself.
Yeah. Finally.
So in The Sims 1, the pond tool was very basic. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like Donald Trump when I wrote that. Very
Oh,
basic. I could do a I can't do a Donald Trump, you know. Very poor, very basic.
very basic.
Okay, so it was basic.
Yeah, just
And it
water on the
yeah,
ground.
it was pondy, as I said. It was just like blue. You couldn't see anything. There was no reflection. It was just like
Mm-hmm.
so if you had expansion pack holiday or vacation to you Americans, then you could add a fishing pier to your ponds, and then your sim could fish there. But then later in Sims 2 and Sims 3, I think you could like fish from the beginning. At least in Sims 3.
Yes, in Sim 3, from the very beginning, you could
Hmm.
fish because there's ponds in the main park in Sunset Valley.
And also with the adding of seasons in Sims 2 and Sims 3, the pond would freeze over in winter, and then your Sims could skate on it, which was amazing. It was just the best touch.
It really was, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so when this was written in the Sims wiki, we didn't have the actual ponds. So then we could only have like ponds in Sims 4 Get Famous, or we could use the debug, like show live edit objects, I think, and you could like get one of those ponds from like the base game and put them on your lot. But you couldn't really do like a nice pond.
Yeah. Just whatever they had.
Constructing. Players can create the pond by selecting ponds from the build menu. Great. So the latest patch that brought the ponds was patch 115. That's a lot of patches for them not to include ponds.
Ponds, which was in the very first game
Mm.
from
Just
like
think about that
the
for a second.
beginning. Yeah.
Yep. Let's just feel that.
A little bit of salt as you think about it.
Yes. So yeah, in Sims 3 you could build them from the beginning, like Sims 1 to Sims 3, you could build them from the beginning. And the Sims 3 for console is the only console game in which in like the whole Sim series, which you could actually like create a pond by yourself. This can be done by doing the going to the landscaping option and then selecting the water tool and applying it to an area of exposed terrain. You could basically flood stuff. Do
Nice.
that, Sims 3 console players. You
Yeah.
got this.
That's crazy because I had started playing Sims 3 on the console and I didn't realize I could do that.
Oh my god. You played on the console?
I did. I started on console and then
Oh.
I got a PC version for Christmas one year. And yeah, that was my jump to PC gaming.
Nice. PC Master Race.
Yes.
It is true. Sorry,
It
King.
is. Love what you do, but yeah,
Yeah.
PCs.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
In Sims 2, ponds can be created under foundations and decks, which was such a lift. I remember this
Yes.
being amazing. And then you could also introduce in Sims 2 seasons, the fountains were introduced for ponds. So you could like put fountains in your ponds, which was super cute.
I love making fountains.
Yeah, me too. So before the latest patch in Sims 4, you could like I used to do this a lot. I know a lot of other builders did. Like you use the fountain tool or the pool tool to make like a fake pond because we have those like water textures.
Yeah, that's what I did with my that one shell challenge I did where I landscaped.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just put a fountain in and covered it up with like plants and stuff.
yeah, that's my best thing.
Mhm.
I kind of miss it a little bit now because at least then like the rocks would go, they would be on land
Yeah.
or they would not be. But now with the pond tool, they're like a little bit off because of the terrain thingy.
Oh yeah.
Please fix that. You can talk to your friends at EA.
Yep. I'll pass that along now.
Yes, thank you. But since the pond tool was added, thank you very much, a couple of weeks ago, now Sims are able to fish, look for frogs, as well as wade around about knee deep in your own created ponds. You need to add like a fishing sign from build mode for fishing, and you can only stock the ponds with the types of fish that you have caught before. So you need to actually have been doing a little bit of fishing before you do
Hmm.
this. And you can also do various decorations, like different kinds of lily pads and like a little log that a turtle can live on. And you can like,
Aww.
so cute. You could like invite stuff. You could also have an alligator, which I think is
Ooh,
wild.
that's pretty cool. I like that a
That's
lot.
Florida. And I think the pool, like the pond water texture and color is just it's amazing. It's really good. So
Hmm.
I'm very happy, and that it's finally here. And that's the last
Yes.
thing I'm gonna say about that. Talk about fountains.
Okay. Fountains obviously are a decorative object available in all four games. They exist as either standalone objects that can be placed anywhere or up against a wall, or as objects that can only be placed on ponds. Some fountains allow Sims to sit on their ledges, which is super hella cute.
You can like hold hands, I think.
Yes. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. That's what I would do
Yes.
in real life.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, we need to do more. Make out by a fountain, guys. If you haven't lived yet, just, you
Mhm.
feel like you
Mhm.
need something new for your boo,
Yep.
just go make out. And then if they suck at making out, you can just push them down the water.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, just push them back.
You gotta feel bad for your wife.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. She's good. Okay. In Sims 3 Late Night and The Sims 4, they added fountain jets as a build mode feature. Fountains made with the fountain tool are essentially unusable pools. You
Yeah.
can view them in place of swimming, and you can make them on residential and community lots. It also contains fountain objects such as water spouts, so you can customize your fountain to look like as basic or as intricate as you want them to.
Like a fake pond.
Yes.
Intricate.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. In The Sims 3, build mode fountains were later included in a patch, so without late night, you could still have the fountains. It also added curved pools and fountains to players without that expansion.
Okay, so here now comes the thing.
Yeah,
I really miss curved pools.
I do too. I love curved
It's
pools.
like make a little heart.
Yes,
And you have to make everything so hard, Sims 4.
I
Okay, that's
know.
the only thing I want. I'm sorry.
I love a good round pool.
Right. So sexy. So
Hmm.
elegant. Mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
And in Sims 3 Pets, dogs and cats could swim in the pool fountains.
Oh, that's
That's
cute.
very cute. I love that. And The Sims 1 and The Sims 4 romantic garden stuff, Sims can make a wish and toss a coin into the fountain.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have to have like a special fountain, I think.
Mm-hmm. And The Sims 2, as well as Sims 4 Romantic Garden stuff, you can add soap to the fountain as a prank.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone added a weird lime green color to a fountain here in the city I live.
Oh,
So
really?
it's just like lime green water spurting out in the middle city center. They were like, "Yeah, this happens about 20 times a year." I was like,
Nice.
"What?"
I'm just surprised they didn't put that in Sims 3 with as many pranks that you could do in that one.
Oh, the best.
Mm-hmm.
I love like having a teenager and doing pranks at
Yes.
school,
Mm-hmm.
like frogs everywhere or whatever. Oh,
Yep.
the bomb.
Sims 3 was the best.
Oh, it sure was.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to talk about columns or should I?
I can keep going with columns.
Hmm.
Then we got columns. It's an architectural feature in the build mode in all four games. In the game, they can be used instead of walls to support floor tiles and also serve as decorative features. In The Sims 1, they were only 1 story tall, and in The Sims 2, they could be as tall as 3 stories. In The Sims 3 Ambitions, it added the ability to create multi story columns. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And in The Sims 4, columns can have 3 different heights that change along with the wall heights.
And now we can also drag them.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, which is nice. I love that. I used to do like in Sims 1, like floating houses.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you had to have like columns underneath to support it. Now you don't have to do that, which is
Mm-hmm.
also very nice. But yeah, columns are just a great feature for landscaping. Like, especially in Sims 4 now, you can have them in different heights. You can
Yeah.
just create stuff.
Yep. Not so much landscaping as building, but I love putting columns in to like just expand like balconies or something.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, you had to do that in Sims 3, right? You had to
Yeah.
have.
Is it like 9 squares around it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna boot up my Sims 3 game tomorrow.
I might do that too.
It's what we deserve.
Yep.
Okay, besides from ponds, which I'm very passionate about, I'm also very passionate about of trees and
Yes.
plants. And plants as decorations.
Mm-hmm.
Green stuff, leaves. You
Yes.
know.
If you've seen one of Julia's builds, you know. You know.
Yes. Did you see my big like basically just a greenhouse that you could live in on the
Yes.
showcase? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that one.
That's my best build yet. Yeah, so we've had the option to add plants and trees and other kinds of green decorations to our houses since Sims 1 base game, which is a great feature and it can allow you to do so much more to add personality to your builds, which I do agree with because I wrote this. So,
I would hope so.
yes. So, for decorative plants in Sims 1 and 2, some of the plants had to be taken care of. Uh, if you planted a bunch of bushes, you had to trim them down. And then,
Mm-hmm.
but like in Sims 2, you could just have a gardener do it. In Sims 1, they also played very sad music when you failed to take care of your plants and your
Aw.
fish that you had in an aquarium.
I would feel so judged by that.
Yes, it was horrible. I was like, oh my god, I'm the worst person. Um, yeah, so in Sims 2, a servo, a butler, or a gardener can be hired to take care of them. I guess we've had like servo robots since forever in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That is cool.
We don't have the environmental score anymore, right? In Sims 4.
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Because dead flowers, untrimmed bushes, and weeds lower the environmental score.
Mm.
So, like, if your sim would hang out there, they would be like, "Ugh, this is disgusting."
Hmm. I think it just affects your mood now in the
Oh,
later
yeah,
games,
yeah, yeah.
but it's
Hmm.
not like an actual score or anything.
No, and because, like, our plants in Sims 4 can't really die.
Hmm.
So, there's no, like, oh, this is so disturbing. We just have the
Yeah.
dust now.
Hmm.
Mhm. Mm-mm-mm. So decorative plants do not need to be taken care of in later games like Sims 3 and Sims 4, and thus they cannot die.
Which makes things so much better.
But also a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. If you're gonna have this beautiful like garden, backyard. You should be able to like take care of it.
Hmm. Like just a little.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could just put down the bonsai tree, I guess, everywhere and just trim it a
Yeah.
little.
Mm-hmm. Just like run around with a watering can.
Just pretend.
Yeah.
But also, like the way I do landscaping, I have so much plants, so my Sims are probably very grateful that they do not have
Yeah.
to labor. I also have a tip here. Like, if you feel in The Sims 4 that you don't have enough like plants, and like it could be potted plants or it can be like trees or bushes and colorful things, then just like use the live edit objects and show hidden objects cheat, because they have so many plants. Like, because in cottage living we just got the three bushes that look like, yeah, a cow, a
Mm-hmm.
hen, and a rabbit, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
something like that. But
Something.
like if you use the show live edit objects cheat, you got so much trees and bushes and like colorful like rose stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
just mm-mm-mm. And you have these cute like tiny mushroom things. You could just put them
Aw.
everywhere. So just use that cheat, guys. It's
Yep.
amazing.
It's a little sad that they hide them behind the cheats, but if you use the
Mm-hmm.
cheats, it's there.
Yeah, I said this in the in our social bunny episode as well, that I'm like a little bit annoyed with the fact that it's only available to the people who play a lot with cheats and have them like on top of mind, because not
Yeah.
everybody does that. So it
Mm-hmm.
sucks that if you're gonna put the plants in the game anyway, just make them available for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
We didn't have the show edit objects cheat for a long time.
Yeah.
It came in a patch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
So many patches.
Yeah. So, other kinds of plants we have is the harvestable plants, which are amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
we've actually had them since The Sims Unleashed. So they weren't in base game. I guess Sims 4 has an up on that
Yeah.
finally.
Mm-hmm. One thing.
Yes. So Unleashed was the one that came with pets. So you
Mm-hmm.
had this like old town added to your city, and you had to go to a special like store there and get seeds. Is not as available as it is now, where you could
Yeah.
just get them by,
You click on it.
yeah.
Yeah. Click on your plot.
Yes. And that was kind of updated in the Sims 2 seasons, because then you had more plots and you also had orchard trees, which I thought was super cool. I usually had like an apple orchard in Sims 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And you could like make juices from
Ooh.
the stuff you made. I made one with like a rubber boot I got from
Oh, that's
fishing.
cool.
It was disgusting for my poor Sims. It's very much like the juicer from Eco Living,
Oh
Eco
yeah.
Lifestyle. Yeah. So in The Sims 3 and 4, you still had like the orchards, you have
Mm-hmm.
the ability to have plots and like planters. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you could also just like throw shit down on the ground and plant them there, which is
Mm-hmm.
great.
I like that option.
Yeah. So in Sims 1 and 2 and 3, we had some like obstacles to gardening. Now it's not that much. It's just like you forget to water them. You like
Mm-hmm.
maybe they get infected by disgusting insects, but
Yep.
that's about it. Back in the days, you had like gophers and rabbits that could really fuck you up. You
Mm-hmm.
had some cold weather. Now they are fine in cold weather. And in Sims 3 Supernatural, you have the zombies.
Zombies.
They were so annoying.
Mm-hmm. You really were.
I did like a fence
Mm-hmm.
around, and then you just put like a little gate and you press only for house members or something.
Oh yeah.
Then the zombies couldn't get in.
Nice.
So at least that you can keep them, because all my witches needed to have their plants.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Honestly, that option is how I block a lot of annoying NPCs from annoying me. Don't come over and use my computer. Household
No,
only.
no.
Don't get in my garden. Household only.
Yes, and with the like the neighborhood stuff from Eco Lifestyle, sometimes I'm like, why are they doing this? They stole my kitchen table. Then you have the sharing is caring stuff. Oh, damn.
Get
Mm-mm-mm.
out. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, in The Sims 1, gophers and rabbits could be chased away by a cat, and cold weather can be avoided by growing your plants in a greenhouse, because greenhouses were introduced later in Sims 2, I think. And in Sims 4, you can only just like, you could build a roof over where you
Mm-hmm.
have your plants, and they would live prosperously, like they are indoors.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have some different kind of utensils for gardening, like scarecrows that we got with The Sims Unleashed, greenhouses, ladybug lofts, which we got from Sims 2 Seasons, fertilizers that we've had forever,
Mm-hmm.
natural fertilizers that we got from The Sims 3, and then sprinklers that have been like carried on. And now we have, if you have Sims 4 Seasons, you can have bees,
Oh
and
yeah.
with cottage living you could have like the wild animals come and help you with your garden, like the bunnies.
Oh, the bunnies.
Oh my god. Uh,
The bunnies, the foxes, they're so cute. So
so
cute.
cute. Can't wait for the cottage living episode.
Yes,
It's gonna be fun.
it is.
Do you feel like talking a little bit about gardening? Because
Sure.
dry mouth.
Yep. True gardening was introduced in The Sims 1 Unleashed, where Sims could grow their own vegetables in their gardens. First, a player needed to buy at least one garden plot, and then the player needed to send a Sim to the community lot that had a seed rack. So, yeah, they had to go to the store and buy the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
After buying the seeds, the Sim who bought them can plant them. That's the easy part, though, because they need to
Mm-hmm.
be watered frequently and will often need weeding. And a dog may water a plot, but this is not something which can be relied upon.
Oh, because we couldn't control the animals in Sims 1, right? Ah.
Yeah, I think so. Much like Sims 4.
Trash. At least
Mm-hmm.
in Sims 2, you had this cheat, I remember.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
could take control of your pets. And I love that cheat.
They just gave us the control in Sims 3, which I loved.
Mm-hmm. To just like do whatever except
Yep.
go to a restaurant.
Yep. I always got animals in Sims 3 that were like so bad, like behavior wise, but I always made them good because I'm like, no, don't do that.
Oh,
I can control you. You're not doing that.
yay! I was like, why would you want to add the stress?
Mm-hmm.
On top of the open world, you're just like, okay, so I'm gonna have a pet that fucks with my game.
Yep.
Also, it's gonna be great. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. You do you play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No. After a few days in The Sims 1, they should be ready for harvesting, and they can be stored in your pantry to be eaten, or you can sell them at the market cart.
Aw.
In Making Magic, you get a new plot, which allowed the growth of grapes and elderberries, which can be purchased in Magic Town. But unleashed plants cannot be planted in the Making Magic plot.
Okay, that's a little bit weird.
That is.
A little bit lazy coding from the
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
2003 and you didn't put that in? God dang.
No cross planting here? What? Gardening was then reintroduced in Sims 2 Seasons. Not many aspects of gardening had changed from Sims 1, but there were no longer rabbits or gophers to worry about.
Sad.
Yep. The primary difference is that gardening was now a talent that Sims can improve with experience. And the higher the talent badge that the Sim has, the easier it is to grow crops. Planting seeds required a gardening plot that could be bought for 10 simoleons in build mode.
Yeah, you like dragged them out.
Oh.
I remember. Mm-hmm. I was very confused.
Oh.
When I was playing Sims 2 like a couple of months ago, I was like, how do I plant? What's happening? And I remembered.
That's how. The plot can then be fertilized with a bag of fertilizer, also for 10 simoleons, or compost, which was free with a compost bin.
Oh, yeah.
The plot did not need to be fertilized, but fertilized yield better results. After you planted a seed, the Sim no longer needed to travel to community lots to buy the seeds,
Nice.
but you still get charged for them. After the planting the seed, you water it, you tend it, you spray it with pesticides until it's ready to be harvested. And Sims can also join the garden club to get a discount on fertilizer and seeds.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Players can build greenhouses by using special walls, doors, and roofs, which were available in the build mode. The greenhouses protected the plants and trees from bugs and weather and allowed the garden plants to be grown in winter.
Yay.
Orchard trees couldn't be placed in them, but they could be enclosed in a greenhouse by building the greenhouse around them.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Although they still go dormant in the winter.
God damn it.
So close. So close.
Thought I was like really fixing these.
Yep.
Yeah, remember like because you got a special world with the Sims 2 gardening Sims 2 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
which I fought really hard for in our Max's Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I really love that city. And they had so much like greenhouse. Everything was like they had one house that was basically just a greenhouse. So you could like grow your plants inside. That was pretty
Oh,
cool for
nice.
being like early 2000s where everything was just ratchet.
Yeah. Moving on to The Sims 3, gardening is a skill. It was introduced in the base game. You did not need to have special plots, but could instead just plop down seeds on unoccupied terrain and plant them there. It involves, as with gardening in real life and previous Sims games, planting, growing, and harvesting of various plants that Sims can find within the game. But unlike previous games, in Sims 3, gardening had been expanded upon, including many real-life plants and several fictional species like life fruit, flame fruit, plasma fruit.
What? Plasma fruit isn't real?
What?
What? I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I know.
What is Edward Cullen eating?
Right?
If he's a vegetarian.
Fertilizer can be used to increase plant speed growth. Fertilizer does not affect the quality of the plant or the produce. Most ingredients can be used to fertilize plants, as well as horse fertilizer from the horse stall.
Yeah, Sims 3 pets coming through.
Yep. Yeah, I do remember that. Like, I could harvest like all the apples in my orchard and then turn around and use the apples to fertilize the plants again.
Yes. Circle of life shit
Yep.
right there.
Mm-hmm. In Sims 4, Sims can acquire the gardening skill at any time. Players must purchase planter boxes in build mode before they can purchase and plant seeds.
You could just take the fruit also that you buy from a stall.
Mm-hmm. Plop those down.
Mm-hmm.
The seeds will then germinate into whatever flowers, herbs, fruits, or vegetables that the Sim bought. Sims need to water the plants to speed up their growth. You can also hire a professional gardener if you don't feel like doing it yourself.
Which also we didn't get for a long time. Just
Yep.
Yep.
You can tell if an area hasn't been watered because dry patches are light brown color and watered patches are dark brown.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And in cottage living, garden plants were reintroduced and work similarly to planter bowls, except they must always be placed on exposed terrain. They can be placed indoors, but the floor must be removed from a room first.
Oh, damn. I haven't tried this. Cottage living
Ooh.
is still so, like, new. I haven't done all the stuff yet.
Yeah, we're still experiencing everything for the first time with that one.
It's amazing.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
They also uniquely allow Sims to grow oversized crops such as aubergines or eggplants, lettuce, mushrooms, pumpkins, and watermelons. However, small plants and trees can still be planted in them.
Yeah, and you can't plant like overgrown seeds, oversized crops in like a regular planter. Jesus, god dang!
We're both struggling today.
Truly, what a time to be alive.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so you can't have them in a regular planter, but you have to use these
Put them in the plots.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
And as we said before, like you can befriend animals in cottage living and they can help you. Like the bunnies helping you with the gardening is the cutest thing.
So cute. I love it so much.
I just want to garden all the time. And with the Sims 4 Seasons, you can also be a gardener. So, just enjoy.
You know, we have a bunny, little bunny family that lives in our real life garden. I'm like, I wish you could help me garden. I like seeing you, but I wish you could help.
Literally. My friend sent me a Snapchat today and she was like, oh, look at this criminal. It was a little bunny eating on her crops. Caught in the act. They're so cute.
So cute.
My mom has a lot of I guess it's gophers,
Mm-hmm.
and that like the cats and the dogs are really obsessed with like finding and killing.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. But they always seem to get her plants before they die.
Oh really?
So sometimes like half the garden can be eaten and then
Mm-hmm.
they're gone
And then they're
mysteriously.
gone. I know we had moles
Oh,
attacking our garden for like 2 years straight.
oh my god.
We lined the planters with like cardboard and stuff so they can't get through.
Ah, nice.
I think they went on to greener pastures.
Oh, they're dead? You killed them? Oh my god, Jess!
No, no, no. I think they found a better place to live because they can't get anything from us now.
You say that, but you also have 3 cats, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You're like
mm-hmm.
training them. Okay, you see a
Yep.
mole, you're gonna go snatch.
Oh, get it, get it.
Yeah, so the whole landscaping thing came to me when I was thinking about the Sims 2 mansion and garden stuff pack, because also we had stuff pack back in the Sims 2, which
Mm-hmm.
I'd completely forgotten about, except for the IKEA pack.
Oh yeah,
Genius. And also the H&M pack, because I had a lot of the clothes from that pack, yeah, like in real life.
in
So
real
that
life.
was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so did you play a lot of Sims 2?
Not really. That was another one that I was like mainly console on, so I didn't get like the
Oh
full
yeah.
experience playing
Yeah,
Sims
Sims
2.
2 on console was very weird.
It was.
It
It
was
really
like a
was.
story. You could only
Mm-hmm.
play like one kind of sim, right?
Yeah. You got like one house and it's like, okay, there you go.
It was so weird. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember playing like a little. I was like, No, I'll go back to installing it with my 4 discs, please, and thank you."
Mhm. I know. I listening to like all our episodes on Sims 2 and just seeing posts about it all over place. I'm like, I missed out on a lot with Sims 2.
You did, but you can get it now though for free,
Woohoo!
illegally.
Illegally.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, but Sims 3 came out 2009, right? 2008, 2009.
2009, I think,
So I
yeah.
was like 15, 16, and the Mansion Garden stuff pack was like the last of the Sims 2 packs that came out.
Hmm.
But I was not a great builder back then, so I didn't really use it. But
Oh, yeah.
now I'm like, God damn, we
Hmm.
got a whole stuff pack just for building, no gameplay. Fuck all them players. Amazing. I want more of that, please.
Yep.
And we also have some other like packs and kits and stuff that are focusing on landscaping. If you enjoy landscaping and the stuff that like it adds to your game, I would urge you to check it out if you haven't already. So
Yes.
in The Sims 2 is the mansion, garden, and stuff pack, of course, and The Sims 2 seasons. The Sims 1, I can't help you. Honestly, if you still play that game, really just go to therapy.
Yeah. It's been 20 years. It's time to move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come
Yes.
with us.
The game itself can literally go out to a bar right now
Yeah.
and get hammered. So,
Mhm.
Jesus. In The Sims 3, like specifically for outdoor stuff, it's like the outdoor living stuff pack. I didn't have a single stuff pack for Sim 3 because my computer broke down.
I had the weird one that came with the late night base game bundle.
Hmm.
That was really weird.
Did you have the Katy Perry one?
I did not have the Katy Perry one.
God bless you. That was not for landscaping. Or I
No.
mean, I guess it had like decorations and stuff that was weird, but I
Yeah.
never used
Yeah.
it, so it's not on this list.
Yep. We are not including
Nope.
that one.
Mm-mm-mm. So we have the outdoor living stuff pack and the Sims 3 seasons, which I think are like the greatest ones that added a lot to your
Hmm.
like landscaping gameplay. I don't know,
Yeah.
landscape building stuff.
Hmm. Seasons was so good in Sims 3.
Oh, it was the best. Remember, your pawns froze over. You
Hmm.
can skate on them. That's
Yes.
all you need right there.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. And in The Sims 4, we also had an outdoor game pack, the Outdoor Retreat, which added a lot, like outdoor activity wise, not so much. Well, if you go to the debug,
Yeah.
it has a lot of stuff, landscaping. And then, of course, the stuff packs, like the romantic garden, perfect patio, and backyard stuff packs that adds like both build by, but also like gameplay wise, you could do a little bit more things. Obviously, Sims 4 Seasons, cottage living,
Of
and
course.
the courtyard oasis kit, which I think brings a little bit more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So you could not just have this European looking gardens, you can add
Yep.
a little bit more
Courtyard
color.
Oasis is so pretty. I love all the stuff
Hmm.
in that one.
And I love how everyone, when they saw the leak, because obviously
It
it
was
was a,
leaked.
yes, we know this. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so Sims 2," and I didn't really think about it until Caitlin was like, "This is so much Sims 2," and she sent us a bunch of pics. I was like, "Oh my god, the Sims 2 was like colorful,"
Mm-hmm.
but then Sims got depressed, just like
Yep.
we did, because we grow up,
Yep.
and Sims did too.
Sadly.
Yes.
Sadly.
Um, I would also say that Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle brings a lot of landscaping options,
Mm-hmm.
and the Sims 3 Island Paradise.
Yes. Both of those.
Yes, colorful, colorful, beautiful.
I know in a lot of your builds you use a lot of eco lifestyle stuff.
Yes, it's the best pack. I was like, okay, I was so angry when it came out because everyone thought because of the spinning thing that we were gonna get like farms. But farms
Mm-hmm.
came now, so like calm
Yeah.
your tits. But like, oh, I was so disappointed. I was like, okay, this is just gonna be weird. This is just for gameplay. That's not real my jazz.
Mm-hmm.
But the build stuff is just perfection. It's perfection.
It really adds a
Mm.
lot.
So good for modern builds, which is my favorite usually.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really trying to please Caitlin and do some
Yeah.
old timey cottage stuff. Did you have a lot of like Sims 3 online store shit?
Not for like build buy stuff. I
Mm.
mainly use the Sims 3 store for like cast stuff, but
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Trying to think if I had anything. I'd have
I
to boot up the game to see what I bought.
Ooh. I borrowed like my friends. She spent so much money on the Sims 3 store,
Mm-hmm.
and she got the like the oh, what's it called? Like the heights something. It was very like
Oh,
50s or
oh,
something.
like the Roaring Heights.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Or it's like the 20s, I guess. Roaring 20s,
I think
Roaring
it's the
Heights.
20s.
Yeah. And they
20s.
had the roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
That's not so much landscaping, but you could do that.
Yeah,
That
that was
was
outside.
fun. Yeah. This episode went from landscaping things to stuff you can do in Sims outside.
Yeah, in the landscape.
Yes. That you build
Yes.
with ponds and
Mhm.
terrains.
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite landscaping thing to do when you do?
Um, when I do landscaping, I love like plopping flowers down. Like I'll go through and like I'll get the big bushes and like arrange them around like trees and around the houses and buildings.
Mm.
I just
Do you
keep
do like
thinking
through around the whole thing?
usually yeah, especially
Okay.
I got to find the pictures of it. This one house I built in Sims 3, I just
Hmm.
like I kept grabbing the hydrangea plant and just kept plopping that everywhere.
Oh, I love that though.
It's my favorite. I also built like a little wedding arch in the backyard with flowers everywhere around it.
Mm. I usually did that too. It's just like, okay, so if I were to go to this wedding, I would
Hmm.
want it to be like so
Yeah.
colorful,
Hmm.
crazy.
And they had this one like a big trellis that was covered in like little red flowers that I put like
Oh yeah.
right behind the arch, and it
Mm.
made it such a pretty backdrop.
Do you have some pictures of that? Because I would love to see
Yes,
it.
yes,
Oh my
I
god.
will dig that out.
We can do like for when this episode drops, we should upload some pictures of our favorite landscaping that we have done.
Hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I have some, I think.
I got some Sims 3. I've got some Sims 4.
Yes.
We'll get some from the team too if they have any.
Yes. I hope so. We can't be the only builders.
Can't be.
We've lost so many. I'm
I
not
know.
sure.
If anything, we can maybe get some Patreon people
Yes.
involved.
Kate, please. Your mother cult needs this. They need to
Yes.
know. Yeah, because Kate landscapes a lot. And
She
she's
really
on
does.
a console. Yeah.
Okay, and we are going to wrap up, but we have a shout out from iTunes reviews from Courtney Dagger 50. Courtney has become one of our patrons. We love her. It's a must listen if you play The Sims. She says, UTPB is an awesome podcast for anyone who plays The Sims, or if you've ever played the game. It got me back into playing after a couple of years of not opening it. All the teams are great. Well, we don't have teams anymore, but
You know, you'll catch up, Courtney.
yep. They're all different and bring different gameplay styles and ideas to the pod. They are hilarious and do a great job of reminding the listeners why we love this crazy game. I never knew there were so many things to talk about related to this game, but they figured it out because each episode is new and even teaches you something about the game. I'm not all the way caught up yet because I started from the beginning, but I've been listening to a few episodes every day for a couple weeks and it still completely holds my attention. A+. Just remember, don't die by Murphy bed and save your game.
Oh, Courtney.
Courtney, we love
That was
you.
such a beautiful review. We haven't gotten a nice review in a while.
Yep. As evidence, because we keep talking about the 1 star.
Just shout out to the 1-star reviewer. I love you.
Yep.
Honestly. My God, king.
Yep.
What does men do? They love dragging women.
Yep.
Yep. Jesus.
But we love your 5-star reviews too. So yeah, go to Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever it's called. I don't use
Apple
Apple.
Podcasts, I think.
Apple Podcasts, yeah.
Yeah. Stitcher, Tunnel, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora. I don't know where else you can find us, but please find us there.
Yep.
The new places and review us. And,
Mhm.
you know, if you write stuff, we're going to read it here. Don't
Yep.
you want to get famous? Like, honestly, guys.
And give you your own shout out in an episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're basically like the queen up here.
Mhm.
And also, we will love you forever.
Yeah. And if you don't want to, well, you should leave a review anyway, but you can also send us messages places. We are all over social media.
We sure are.
We are Plumbobcast on Instagram and Twitter. Plumbob Podcast on Reddit, which Caitlin will get to one of these days.
6 months.
Yep.
You got this, Caitlin.
Yep. Just keep bugging us. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We are under the Plumbob Podcast on YouTube, where you can see Julia's amazing builds.
Thank you. Keep me humble.
Yep.
They're only okay.
They're just okay. They're yeah. I've seen better.
Yes, thank you.
Really, check them out. They're good. Really good. We are under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr.
And Jen loves it when you talk to us on Tumblr. She really enjoys it. So if you want to talk more to Jen, she's your gal. Go to the Tumblr.
Yep. Reblog us, do whatever it is on Tumblr.
Yes, good stuff.
Yep. Our website, we have been having problems with. We understand. Somebody just, once again, let us know. But we have a new site in the works. We're so excited.
Hopefully, by the time this episode drops, or a week after, the new site is going to be online. You're going to get, if you haven't gotten a notification already, it's going to come. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. Very, very happy.
Yep. You can see that Julia builds more than just Sims houses.
Oh, thank you. But if you still want to get in contact with us and send your, what just happened, or if you want to talk to us about that 1-star review, you can still email us at undertheplumbobbpodcast@gmail.com. But then in a couple of weeks, you're going to be able to do it straightly from the website again.
Mm-hmm. We will have the contact form up and ready to go again.
Yes.
So excited.
Me too.
Yep. Subscribe, rate, and review. All the places we listed before. If you have a podcast app that we are not on, let us know. We will get in touch and get on there.
We love it.
Yep. Thanks to Julia for throwing this script together.
You're welcome. And thanks to Sims Wiki for hating on Sims 4 just as much as we do. Like, the information was so unbalanced. I love it. And Sims VIP Carl Sims Guides helped me a little. Like Plumbella on YouTube playing through Sims 1 to Sims 4 with the gardening and stuff she building really helped me out as well. So thank you so much.
Nice.
If you would listen to this,
Yeah.
honestly.
And last but definitely not least, thank you for listening and loving the game as much as we do.
Yay.
So happy that you're listening.
Yeah. And if you're still here by now, this is the time where we say goodbye.
Yep, going back to the real world.
Sadly.
Maybe back to our Sims world. I don't know.
It's 10:15. Okay, I'm gonna play.
Yeah, save your game if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm. And the stuff. Goodbye.
Bye.
Badish. Dag dag.